Today we're going to learn how to make meatballs on a very special episode of the Late Night Show. Christmas is a time to be with your loved ones, with friends and family which you'd normally ignore, and who can blame you? Between work, Netflix and HBO Nordic, who's got the time? This truly is the golden age of television. But Christmas isn't just about passive-aggressive hugs from your uncle and aunt, crying children and mom and dad quietly arguing in the kitchen about who invited your creepy next-door neighbor to be Santa and why there's suddenly a few pairs of panties missing from the hamper. No, Christmas is also about the food. And what is the most Christmassy food there is?
Ham, reindeer sausage.
No, it's obviously meatballs. I've already explained that. Okay, you don't speak anymore. When you make meatballs, the first thing you need is a nice big slab of meat, which I happen to have right here. Now, you want to relax and tenderize the meat till it feels all soft and limp in your hands. So what I like to do is give the meat a Swedish massage. But since we don't have time to watch me do that all day, I've asked a friend to come by and help me with the next stage, which is to add the onions to the mix. Now, when people think of onions, they probably think of French onion soup. But onions are actually an excellent addition to meatballs as well. Here to tell us more is my good friend Amelie. Knock knock! Oh, welcome Amelie. Come on in and take a seat by the table. I'm just beating my meat.
Bonjour Michelle, it's a pleasure to meet you. Je suis Amélie from Paris.
Really? That's funny because you sound more Italian than French to me.
Oh, well, it's because I studied abroad in Pisa for a year.
Right. Anyways, tell us what you're doing, Amelie.
I am mixing this onion with the meat.
There we go.
Mon Dieu, this is going to be beautiful meatballs.
Alright, tone it down a little.
Magnifique.
Now, meatballs is a must-have on any Christmas table, but serving regular meatballs is such a...
Oh, how you say faux pas?
Yes, that is exactly how you say it. An embarrassing or tactless act or remark in a social situation. It simply will not do. Therefore, we're going to add a special ingredient to our meatballs, which would make them stand out from your snotty sister's obviously store meatballs. I mean, no person can roll such perfectly round meatballs. It's not possible. Therefore, we're going to be adding gingerbread to the mix. Now, gingerbread goes way, way back to ancient Mesopotamia and was popularized in pop culture through the German brothers Grimm, who wrote the book Hansel and Gretel. In the 13th century, gingerbread was brought to Sweden by German immigrants, so I thought we'd continue that tradition today as well. Welcome, Isa. Danke. You're a construction worker? That makes sense.
Yeah, I just felt like I wanted to add another dimension to my character.
We talked about this, you're German, that's enough. Now this construction worker part is taking over.
Alright, I'm German, but I also have cancer.
No!
I'm agoraphobic.
No, come on, we talked about this, you're just German. That's it, guys, please stick to the script, okay? You're going to be mixing ground up gingerbread with the meat.
Yeah, I will do that.
Nein, please don't kill me. I have a wife and kinder. Daddy! Oh my God, Gerald! Look away, children.
Nine, I want them to walk.
Que tu da trappa.
Okay, dark, way too dark. This is a Christmas special, remember? For families. Thanks for making eating gingerbread not disturbing. Moving on, try to block that part out, everyone. Now, while I think of it, something which is very important to think about when you make meatballs, and I'm going to take this in Swedish, just so I'm sure I don't say it wrong, is now, the last part is to roll the meat into balls and dip them into a mix of milk and breadcrumbs. But I'm not going to do that either. Instead, I've asked my Nana, my Nanny here to do it for me. Welcome, Nanny. Thank you, dear. It's so nice to be here.
You know, sitting here with you making meatballs reminds me of Roger Moore.
Really? I can imagine how.
Well, when I was younger, I stayed in Japan for a while. This tall, handsome Englishman who stayed at the same hotel as me used to buy me breakfast every morning and take me wherever I wanted in his limo. He was such a gentleman. I had no idea who he was at the time.
That man turned out to be Roger Moore?
No, of course not, dear. Don't be silly. I never met Roger Moore. He turned out to be an international meatball salesman. But I imagine if I had met Roger Moore, that's what he would have been like.
Alright, thank you for that sweet, pointless story. Now, less chatty, more worky, okay? Great. Now, it's time for the last part, frying the meatballs. I love this part. But missing panties from the hamper isn't the only thing that can put a damper on Christmas. Burned meatballs is also a big no-no, so make sure you use a healthy click of butter when frying up your meatballs. Now the meatballs are done and all that's left is to invite everyone to have a taste. Here, Nami, think fast! That's all we have to offer today. For those of you still watching, from us all to you all, a very merry Kate and Ashley Olsen Christmas to you all.